Let's go!
The really big news of the day comes in tandem with the Nintendo Direct. There's a trailer. Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Brand new artwork, which is interesting. Made for the first part of the game. And a brand new trailer specific for the Switch.
What you heard just now were the voices of the planet.
This is the Switch 2 version, and it looks good. It's running at 30, but it looks really good.
Died, who returned. They're howling in pain.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now?
Xbox got a trailer as well. That's good.
Gig. When it's done, we're done.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for.
Hey man, they might have endgame in the trailer for a 5-year-old game, but without context, it's completely fine. Without context, that's totally fine.
To consider what your principles are truly worth.
Well, seems this old friend of mine's in a tight spot. A long time ago, I said I'd be there for her.
It's not the PS4 version. It is not.
So,
can't say this
there
is
is
quite
more
what I
stuff
had
that they're putting in
when
here.
I put that on you way back when.
He's my bodyguard. And a soldier. Pretty cool, huh?
for the right price.
One date ought to do it.
Does the game still look so good? Jesus. How does this stuff still
You're
look
not
so
real.
good?
You're dead.
This planet is my birthright.
I don't believe it. We played right into Shinra's hands.
The future isn't set in stone.
The world won't end today, but you will.
So, neat. And it does look good. Do they show off a couple more things in here? Series X and S, Xbox on PC, Xbox Cloud.
My name is Yuffie, Materia Hunter
Nintendo
and
Switch
Elite
2.
Special Forces operative for the new Wutai government. It really helps knowing I'm not alone in all
This
this.
DLC was very good, too. Includes the original Final... I didn't know that. You just get the OG game, you get some cards? Not exactly the most alluring things about the game. Cool part about it is that it isn't just the same game over again. They sort of recognize that people might want to play through it, like, quickly. But they added all this extra stuff, FF7 Part 1, where you can, like, no joke, play through it and get, like, infinite MP or do max damage or do, like super easy mode stuff if you just want to play through for the sake of the story. In the same way that, like, a lot of classic Final Fantasy games get re-released and you can, like, speed up or you can make your party invincible. Sort of, like, super easy story mode stuff. So they're adding that to the game, like cheats unlocked type of stuff, which is like, wow, that's cool. If you're just in this for the story stuff and you want to steamroll the game, you can if you want. You can. I think they have like even like everything's unlocked, like all that kind of stuff. That's cool that there is an adjustment to the game and that it's coming out on new hardware. But the crazy news was this, along with brand new artwork. FF7 Remake Integrate arrives on Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox consoles on PC as well on January 22nd. A bit further out than I think we were hoping. But that's not all. The Remake Trilogy will also be making its way to Switch 2, Xboxes, and PC, as well as PS5, Steam, and Epic Games Store. The Remake Trilogy. So now we're not talking about just Part 1, we're talking about Part 2 and Part 3. All of them are going to be coming to everything. We've already long assumed this. We've already pretty much assumed that that's going to be happening. It was not a matter of if, it was a matter of when. And it seems like that might be happening relatively fast. I would not be surprised if even in 2026, at some point in 2026, that Rebirth drops on these other consoles at the same time, like Switch 2 and everything else. I think that will happen too. Part 3 being multi-platform is also not that surprising. We've already assumed this. Square has even said a multitude of times that, hey, actually, yeah, our games need to go multi-platform. We have plans for the future. This was like a while ago, like a year ago, for our games to be multi-platform games. So Part 3 becoming a multi-platform game is obviously like an, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense that Part 3 is going to be on everything and not just one thing. However, it does not confirm that Part 3 is going to have exclusivity. It does not. It's more of a dedication that most Square Enix games are not going to be stuck on one console anymore or, you know, not have PC versions. No, It's more like they will make it there in due time. That's the unique thing about Final Fantasy VII as a game series, as the Remake Trilogy as a game series, is that it's sort of rooted in Sony. It's sort of rooted in Sony money. Like, Sony money is one of the reasons that it even happened. Whether or not it was part 1, part 2, and part 3, we don't know. We don't know if there was a contract for like all the games to be that way. There's a small chance that part 3 could just launch on everything. It could just be available on everything. PC day 1, Xbox day 1, PS2 day 1. That could happen. Whether or not we know, we don't, dude. We have no idea. We have no clue if this stuff is going to be making its way to everything at the start. I think I would like to, but that's significantly more work. Did I say PS2? PS5. I think there's also a very high chance, like a 90% chance, whatever part 3 is called, is going to be on PlayStation first. I do think that'll still happen. And guess what? I think it's also going to be a thing that makes a whole bunch of people very pissed off. I think it's like a 10% chance that it could show up on a lot of stuff, including Nintendo hardware. And a reminder, I still think part 3 is going to be coming out right around the first quarter of 2027, which lines up with literally the 30th anniversary of Final Fantasy VII. That's when that date lines up. And you might be saying that's only like a 3-year turnaround time. That's not enough. And it's like, I think they are cooking. They've already said they had a set release date. Nomura recently on stream for Ever Crisis. Part 3 development is going super smooth. It's going great. We actually have a release date. We have a date that is going to come out. That dude wouldn't say shit about Kingdom Hearts. He just said, we're working on Kingdom Hearts, but he said, hey, we have a day and date for the next Final Fantasy VII. That's a big deal. And as a reminder, how far are we away from knowing anything about this? There's definitely some fascinating stuff that just happened in Ever Crisis that isn't that crazy, but also is pretty interesting. To further support some of my crackpot theories that have existed ever since the beginning, where my stupid bitch ass feels that we're going to play Advent Children at some point in these games. At some point in this trilogy, we will relive the events of like Advent Children in some way, right? We're gonna be there. The latest Ever Crisis, obviously recreating Advent Children as a playable gacha, was announced, and we knew it was a thing, and now it's happening. Here's footage of a game, here's music that's going to get flagged, and oh, here is actually in-game high-resolution rendered models of Bahamut. This is all they're showing. Here's a high-resolution rendered Bahamut from the movie. Looking very Final Fantasy X-ish, because that's where the era of which he kind of came from. And the reason I think that's funny is because a whole bunch of the high-resolution assets in Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis are sort of like lifted from Final Fantasy VII Remake series. Like, it shares a lot of similar character models and assets for a lot of things, although scaled down quite a bit. Can't be one-to-one because it's clearly a mobile game, bro. But many of the character attack animations and all that kind of stuff, there's a lot of reused stuff, like a whole bunch of it all over the place. So this isn't low-resolution assets. These are high-resolution characters, high-resolution character models and stuff. I think that this is almost like a tease. They don't go into full detail, but I think it's almost like a tease showing that, hey, we got a full-ass crazy Advent Children Bahamut playable. There's Cloud with, you know, the fusion sword and everything getting absolutely murdered, because of course you're going to play as Cloud with the fusion sword. He might have fusion sword mechanics. To me, this is like to sort of show us that Advent Children is coming, but it's a hint that some stuff in part 3 is going to exist. A reminder, everything that's happening in Final Fantasy VII, like Remake Part 1 and 2, they literally show you Advent Children things as like the bad future. Like, this is if things go bad. This is where it goes, you know? I am definitely fully on board that this is a tease for part 3, and we are going to play as Advent Children situations. That's all this is doing. That's all I feel this is doing. And some of these are like little sneak peeks at what's going on.